Steel doors crashed shut. Deep beneath frozen ground, military officers entered a secret bunker built for the darkest day imaginable. Maps covered concrete walls. Emergency radios stayed alive every hour. Outside, ordinary towns carried on without knowing an entire hidden world existed below their feet. Billions disappeared into underground bases designed to survive nuclear war, protect national leaders, and coordinate missions after catastrophic attacks. Some locations remained classified for decades. Others still hide behind locked gates today. Which governments created these forgotten strongholds? And what remains sealed inside? Tell us where you are watching from, then subscribe because the final discovery changes everything. That final discovery starts with a question few people ever ask. Why would governments spend unimaginable amounts of money hiding entire cities beneath the earth? The answer begins after World War II. Two superpowers stood on opposite sides of a growing conflict. The United States and the Soviet Union raced to build stronger weapons, faster missiles, and larger nuclear stockpiles. Every new test increased fear that one mistake could trigger a global disaster. Leaders believed the next war might begin without warning and end within hours. Planning changed almost overnight. Military commanders no longer focused only on armies above ground. They also needed places where presidents, generals, scientists, and communication teams could keep working if cities were destroyed. That idea led to one of history's biggest construction projects, carried out almost entirely in secret. Workers blasted tunnels through mountains, carved chambers from solid rock, and poured massive amounts of reinforced concrete. Thick steel doors guarded every entrance. Powerful air systems filtered radioactive dust. Independent power plants, water supplies, hospitals, food storage, and communication rooms turned many bunkers into self-contained worlds. Some could support hundreds of people, others were designed for thousands. Most families living nearby had no idea what was happening. Trucks arrived before sunrise. Construction materials disappeared behind fences. Official documents used harmless names that revealed almost nothing. Maps often left sensitive areas blank. Even many workers knew only the small job placed directly in front of them. Then investigators uncovered something unexpected. Several facilities were connected by hidden roads, underground rail lines, or protected communication cables. Instead of isolated shelters, they formed networks stretching across entire regions. If one command center failed, another could immediately take over. Survival depended on preparation, not luck. One remarkable example sits beneath a mountain in the United States. Hidden inside solid granite, the complex contains offices, living quarters, communication equipment, and enough protection to withstand an enormous blast nearby. According to historical records, it served as a secure command location during the Cold War, ready for an emergency that everyone hoped would never happen. Britain created protected government headquarters. Canada built secure military command centers. Australia strengthened defense communications. Across Europe, several nations quietly prepared underground shelters for political leaders and military staff. Different countries followed different plans, yet every project reflected the same fear. Science shaped nearly every design choice. Engineers studied shock waves, radiation, air pressure, and structural strength before construction even began. Thick rock absorbed powerful forces better than open ground. Multiple backup systems reduced the chance of total failure. Every detail served one purpose: keeping essential operations alive after the unthinkable. Yet one mystery refuses to disappear. Many Cold War facilities have opened as museums or historical sites. Others remain sealed, restricted, or only partly documented. Researchers continue finding forgotten maps, newly released files, and abandoned structures hidden beneath forests, deserts, and quiet hillsides. If governments revealed so much, what still remains locked away beyond public view? That question leads directly to an even stranger discovery, one involving locations that officially did not exist, despite thousands of people helping build them. That question leads directly to an even stranger discovery: facilities that officially did not exist, even though thousands of people helped build them. During the Cold War, secrecy became almost as important as engineering. According to declassified government records, many underground sites appeared on public maps as warehouses, weather stations, supply depots, or research centers. Their real purpose stayed hidden behind locked files and strict security rules. Workers signed agreements that prevented them from discussing what they saw. Some kept those promises for decades. Satellite technology later changed everything. As commercial images became available, researchers started comparing old maps with modern photographs. Strange patterns appeared across mountains, forests, and isolated valleys. Roads ended at solid rock. Fresh air vents stood alone in empty fields. Large electrical systems served areas with almost no visible buildings. Something clearly existed beneath the surface. Investigators then searched historical documents for answers. Some discoveries matched long-forgotten Cold War projects. Others revealed emergency command centers built to keep governments operating after a nuclear strike. A few locations contained hidden communication networks stretching hundreds of miles. Engineers had planned for almost every possible failure, creating backup systems for electricity, water, ventilation, medical care, and secure communication. Then another mystery surfaced. Several abandoned facilities looked as though people had left in a hurry. Office furniture remained exactly where workers had used it. Control panels still covered the walls. Old telephones, maps, warning signs, and sealed storage rooms stayed untouched for years. Dust settled over equipment that once represented some of the most advanced technology in the world. Scientists and historians examined these places carefully. Many bunkers showed remarkable engineering. Thick concrete absorbed powerful shock waves. Flexible supports helped structures survive ground movement. Air filtration systems could remove dangerous particles. Massive steel doors weighed several tons, yet trained crews could close them within seconds. Even today, many engineers admire the practical design behind these hidden complexes. However, not every story is supported by evidence. One theory suggests vast underground cities remain fully active beneath remote regions. Another claims secret tunnels connect military bases across entire countries. These ideas continue spreading online. However, no verified evidence has confirmed such claims. Historians instead point to documented bunkers, declassified files, construction records, and official photographs that reveal an extraordinary but more realistic picture. Even those confirmed sites raise difficult questions. How many facilities remain classified? Which records have never been released? Could forgotten command centers still wait beneath hills that millions of people pass every year without noticing anything unusual? Declassification continues to answer some questions while creating new ones. Every newly released document fills one gap, but often exposes another. The deeper researchers dig into Cold War history, the more they discover that governments prepared for scenarios few citizens ever imagined. And that is where the mystery reaches its most fascinating point. Some of the greatest Cold War secrets were never destroyed. They were simply locked away, buried beneath layers of rock, concrete, and silence, waiting for the right document, the right investigation, or the right discovery to bring them back into the light. But perhaps the biggest unanswered question is not what has already been found. It is what still has not been uncovered. Perhaps the greatest Cold War secret is not hidden beneath rock or steel. Maybe it is how much remains locked inside classified archives, still waiting to be revealed. If you enjoy evidence-based mystery documentaries, subscribe and join us as we uncover history's most fascinating secrets, one discovery at a time.
Subscribe!